Right, so here we are back in your workshop. Big day.
Big day.
The paintwork's arrived.
Paintwork's arrived, yeah.
So there's the painted pieces.
Yeah, two of them.
Two of them.
Tailpiece and right-hand side panel.
But in there
is the original side panel that I borrowed off Phil.
Somebody, yeah.
Very kindly lent me.
For a sort of colour match.
For a colour match. So we're just looking at the original panel.
Looks the same to me. Yeah.
That's a little bit, probably a shade lighter, a fraction lighter, that.
Well, it's aged as well, isn't it? It's aged.
That's probably faded.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
It's like 45 years old or whatever.
Yeah, so...
That's good.
You can see the stickers in the same place.
Yeah.
Graphics, the font's the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's the tailpiece there. And then over here, put very carefully to one side.
Yes.
It's the speed blocks. As usual, Mark's done a great job.
As usual.
As usual. And now, question of you fitting it on the bike. No, first you've got to do a little bit of work on things like this points cover, haven't you, things like that. And
the points cover needs painting.
Yeah.
There's a bit of corrosion in the points cover. So
yeah, a bit pitted, yeah.
I had it, I think vapor blasted.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've etch primed it, but it needs knifing stopper.
Yes.
A few little pits, and then spraying satin black.
Which you've got. You found out you've got some.
Yeah.
Some PJ. Yeah. I brought you over some PJ1.
I run out of PJ1.
No, I brought you some for something else.
Use a different brand of paint.
Yes, use that's the main thing.
To match that.
Yeah. What counts is it's getting used for a good cause.
On the shelf is a can you'd lent me to do another job. So.
Yeah, the problem is we can't buy the original PJ1 anymore from America because it contains some dodgy chemical that the EU has decided is bad for us. So I think the PJ1 we get is rubbish. I think that can came all the way from America somehow. So not sure how I got that, but it was some time ago.
First piece of bodywork.
Oh, here we go. Go on then.
It's the side panel.
Yeah, we had to be very careful when we brought all this in and not tripped over and drop the damn thing. It's always nerve-wracking when you get your fresh paintwork.
And that's all.
Right, first piece done.
Side panel. The kickstart one's very close to the side panel.
Yeah, well. So I take it this doesn't have a electric start?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty close, isn't it? But 2 strokes are pretty easy to start, aren't they? They're not like a 4-stroke, are they? Not as high compression.
I thought I didn't have a battery for this because when I was working several years ago before I fell ill, a customer needed a battery for an RD.
All right.
And I had a Motorbat yellow battery on this, brand new.
Yeah, so it got liberated.
I thought it's going to be a few years before this is finished.
Yeah,
I'll take the one off this and supply it to my customer.
Yes.
So I did, thinking that I hadn't replaced it.
But you have. I can see a bit of yellow.
On the other day and everything
works. Yeah, I can see a bit of yellow down there. So that's
So
you must have replaced it at some point. That's the thing. When you get old, you forget you do things.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go. The Motorbat arm rather good. It's quite small, isn't it? But I guess it doesn't need to be too big.
5.5 amp hour the original battery. Yeah. So this is obviously a bit more.
Yeah.
I've got to fit the oil tank now, and the neck comes through here, and there's a fillet cap here.
Just behind, yeah.
Which I've got down in a box. I've got to screw on the tailpiece. This is a pattern seat. There is a slight problem with the seat, I've noticed.
Go on.
I've repainted all the original hinges here.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I've repainted all this and everything's, and it all
original.
It all
works,
latches. Yeah. But when you stand at the back, this central seam here,
is it not quite central?
It's slightly ski-whiffed. It's not straight with the centre line of the bike.
Let's have a look. Let's look at the tell. Well, if it's not straight, it's not far off, is it?
Well, I'm going to put the tailpiece on and see what it looks like. If I don't like it,
it's going to change.
What I'm going to have to do is slot
the mounts,
hold the mounts and square.
To be honest, it doesn't look obvious to me at all. But
I mean, obviously the seat lock all lines up.
Yeah, it all works. Yeah.
And then you've got the helmet lock there, which
still works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything works. Touching the key, everything works, does it? Everything comes.
Yeah. The oil light should come on here. Yeah. Which it's just a check circuit for the bulb, because when the oil tank is low of 2-stroke, that light comes on to tell you you're low. Yeah. So every time you turn ignition on an RD, the light goes. It's just a check circuit as you turn the ignition on. As soon as you start the bike, it goes out. Yeah. Unless the oil's low.
Well, you haven't got any oil at all, so I guess the sensor's not.
No, the sensor's not connected yet, which is why that's not lit up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I did put some high power replacement ignition coils on this.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to use 45-year-old coils.
No.
Just be careful where you stood.
Yeah, I'm being careful. I'm not going to trip over. That's the last thing I need right now on my birthday. Yeah, so.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I'm catching you up in 8 weeks.
You are. You'll catch me up.
You're 8 weeks older than me.
Well, maybe in 8 weeks' time, it'll be a good time to get that thing running and on the road. Well, not on the road, but at least running.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So you've got all the bits you need now.
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll come back another day and we'll hopefully see this thing in all its glory, in all its new bodywork on.
Well, that's the next job now.
We get it outside.
Put all the bodywork on.
Yeah, whenever the sun shines.
And the fuel tap and all the bits and bobs.
Yeah.
And
away you go.
away we go.
Brilliant. Right, great stuff.